Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well, having a great day or great night. Before we start, I would like to thank you, all of you, for all the support and the kind messages. Uh, it wasn't easy, all this everything that was going on, and so yeah, thank you very much, and I really appreciate all the support. Okay, so let's get started. I don't know if you guys saw, but yeah, they reached the deal, which is they raised the debt ceiling. But the most interesting thing here is that it is going to last 2 years. 2 years. And where we will be in 2 years, June 2025. I don't know if you guys remember the Sun Cycle Against Markets video. It's so far, at this moment, 100% accurate. 100%. And based on all these things, I will tell you, by June 2025, they are not going to raise the debt ceiling again. Okay, and so this is going to be part of the major global meltdown, which is going to be worse than 1929. Okay, but another time, maybe next week, I will make a solo video about this, like a continuation to discuss these things. But yeah, so far we are 100% accurate on this. So I was expecting a 1 year deal, something like May, March, maybe June 2024. But and I was in doubt. For example, okay, so what if they don't raise the debt ceiling by May 2024? It is going to break earlier than we expected. And then just a few hours after these questions and talking with some friends, we received this news and it's kind of, yes, it's confirmed. Okay, so the global catastrophe is in a countdown, official countdown. There are a few other very interesting things here, which is 63 voted in favor of the debt ceiling and 36 against. Basic numerology. Okay, I don't live based on these things. I just acknowledge them to see what average people will never see. Okay, so I'm not an esoteric guy. I just look for it. I mean, I see it when it's kind of it's like this for the public person. They will never notice or see, but when you learn those things, you will catch them. You know. So 6, 3, that's a 9. 3 and 6, that's also a 9. All the two together, 18, that's a 9. Okay. And 2025, it's a 9 as well. 5 and 2, 7 plus 2, that's another 9. So some odd things here. Very odd, to be honest. I saved the picture right here, just a second. Okay, so I'm not going to miss it. So the legislation includes new spending limits in exchange for increasing the debt ceiling for 2 years. The source is right here, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so it's right here. You can check it out. So by November 2024, we will have elections. So the new president will have this bomb on his foot. And also part of my doubt was, okay, so they are not going to raise the debt limit before the elections. So how this is going to play out, you know? And I was quite in doubt, but thank God now everything is crystal clear. So you guys can check the news here or in other websites. This is npr.org. Now, moving on, the next question. We understand that the Fed pivot only happens after the debt ceiling is approved. Okay, so there is a condition because now there will be a lot of spending, so they will have to turn the printers back on. Also, there is a thing that we have quantitative easing since February 2020, when we were going down. Quantitative easing and then quantitative tightening, which is when the Fed takes money from the market. But the Fed haven't been doing that according to the numbers they were talking about. Okay, so for example, we are going to take from the market 10, 15, 20 billions monthly. So they took a little and then a little come back. They took a little and then a little come back. Then some months they haven't taken anything. So which is very odd. Another thing we can't forget is they bail out those small banks. Their volume it's around the 3 to 4% of all the money. So we knew that wouldn't trigger a crash, and by the fact that they bailed out those banks, we knew the meltdown. It's not incoming now. So this is a fact. We knew this in advance. I even talking about this in the previous videos, which you guys can check it out. And so one of the expectations here right now is that the Fed is going for a pause in June, maybe another pause in July before decreasing rates. It's there is no way to call it when it is going to start, but maybe there is a 76% expectation that they will make a pause now to then decrease in July. If so, just a second, here it is. So this was released by the Fed. You guys can find this in the website. And so this is each small sphere represents a vote. Okay, so the majority was at 5% target, the roof, and then 5.5, and then 75 or close to it. What we can see here is their expectations. It's like a target, okay? And we know this is decreasing. So they are expecting to achieve 25% on interest rates by June 2025. One of the things here that we can see is the stock markets, also inflation, risk assets, precious metals, crypto, they will all go up big time. They will soar. Okay. I don't expect that they will keep soaring to this exact date, June 2025. I'm betting that the top will be before, and then by June 2025 we will have like a loser's rally, or what some people call dead cat bounce, before the big one, the collapse of everything, okay? The bubble to burst. And as we can see here, the rates go down, will keep going down. Stocks and risk assets will keep going up. And then, folks, by the time these things take place, the global economic meltdown, rates all over the world at some point will start to go up big time, just like when Paul Volcker had to raise rates above 15-17% back in the day, okay? Before they control things in the markets, currencies, etc., get stabilized, okay? So it's a lot of information. I understand this. It can be overwhelming, but a few months ago I said that we were 1 or 2 steps ahead in this, and at this moment it's still 100% accurate. I probably never said this, or if I did, it's going to be the second time. I am excited. okay? Because this is going to be a epic, legendary call, okay? Yeah, it is going to be nuts. So, and also remember that the rates, how they move, they go up and then go down, they go up and then they go down. Also, another thing that is going to happen, the yield is almost ready, almost, to make a major move up. But it can only happens by the time dollar is going up, rates will be going up. So we're talking about almost 2 years, 1.5, 2 years, maybe 18 months. And so again, remember, first, the yield and the dollar goes down a little bit or develop a big structure, which is it's very likely 18 months for a structure. It's only 18 candles on the monthly chart. Okay, so don't forget those things has to happen. They will happen like side by side with each other. Stocks up, dollar down. The euro, the British pound, many other currencies will be going up, but some will be going down, okay, for a while. So this is part of a bigger call. There is a lot of things involved. Right now, it's not the moment to talk about it. So let's move on. Just a little introduction for you guys to be properly backgrounded, okay? So the Ripple lawsuit, you guys are updated, I believe so. The fundamentals that we have, the debt ceiling is in place. The Fed pivot is about to take place, maybe 1 month, maybe two, maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, not sure, but it's close. Some people may find out that 2 months, 3, 4 aren't close enough. Well, in the macro picture, 2 months, it's nothing. Okay, it's only 2 candles in the monthly chart. Okay, so yes, we are very, very close. I'm going to show you technical evidence in the charts. So let's go one step at a time, okay, because I know it's a lot of information. So some people are talking about March. We're talking about March, May, April, January, every month. They're saying that is going to happen. The only thing that we don't know is that it is going to happen right after or just a little before the Fed pivot. We don't know. So maybe, again, June, July, we are very, very close. A good indicator right now, believe it or not, is the chart itself, okay? Because it's looking gorgeous. It's looking great, okay? So now we will jump into the charts. I was missing one public update, so I made one. I was absent. You guys know my dad passed away, so I recorded only one video on the Champions Club, and now I'm recording this one for you guys to catch up. And so I call it this move. Okay. Also, Bitcoin will make the same move very soon, very maybe this weekend, maybe Monday. I'm not sure, but we are very close. The bullish continuation, not only for Bitcoin, okay? So we've been tracking this for a while. Again, those things aren't happening because of the patterns, okay? The patterns are just a way to look at it. Then here again, yes, and inside we have a bigger structure, bigger bullish structure, which we can maybe acknowledge from here. So I'm going to draw this line a bit off, and here, now here, now here, here, and here. So we are getting very close to a major big move here on stocks. It is not only going to be for Dow Jones, okay? index, SPX, stocks all over, they're going to make big moves, okay? So the bullish time frame, 24 months, okay? If I am right about the dead cat bounce, maybe we're talking about 18, maybe 20, okay? So this is one thing for us to stay tuned. Dow Jones, very important. Now, gold and XRP correlation. I made a single video about this, okay? Nothing changed so far. The analysis is still 100% accurate. We've been spot on, tracking this thing beautifully. And but I have good news and better news and much, much better news, which was one thing that I was in doubt before. I couldn't properly mix the numbers, make them make sense. So that's why I decided to wait a little bit more to talk about this again. Okay, so for those who are new into charts or fundamentals, I'm going to break this into a very simple way, okay? So 1 ounce of gold today can buy 3,741 XRP coins. That's the measure of this chart, okay? The numbers you see in the right, it's not price or dollars. It's just the amount of coins you can buy with 1 gold ounce. So please have this in mind. This is very, very important, okay? So this is the first thing. The second thing, the analysis that I made here, it's accurate. The direction, it's going to play out beautifully. I am 99% sure about this, okay? So this thing here, it's 100% bearish, which is back in the day, 1 gold ounce could buy a lot of XRP coins. And so the number of coins that can be bought is decreasing and decreasing and decreasing, which means gold against XRP is in a bearish trend, only against XRP. Please remember that gold itself is in a bullish state, bullish trend. When we talk about trends, we are talking about multiple years, multiple months. It's not only a bunch of weeks, a few months, okay? Please have this in mind. So this was number 2. Number 3, which perhaps it's the most important question, or the one the highest number of people are looking for, okay? What is going to be the target? That's the number 1 question. If anyone knew this, it would be mind-blowing stuff, okay? Like someone that can see the future. I'm not going to tell you that we know exactly where the target will be, but I have a good idea the range it can be, the landing spot, okay? So I will make 2 different analyses, and then we'll put everything together, and then you are going to make your own decision, think about it the way it has to be, okay? So before I talk about the target, just for you guys to have an idea, if we only look into this structure right here, it may appear to be bullish, but it is not. So if this was bullish, in other words, it would mean that XRP would go down one more time before going up, okay? But this aside, we understand that the trial is close to end, the Fed pivot is at the door, the debt ceiling is here, so it's very, very unlikely that crypto, precious metals will take another hit before going up. Today we have much better information to work with, so it's more evident that especially XRP is about to blast the roof. So one step at a time, let's keep going. So again, if we look like this, zoomed in, it appears to be bullish. But when we zoom out and when we consider all those external events, fundamentals, etc., we understand that that's not bullish at all. It's bearish. And this thing, I am almost 100% sure it is going to break close to this range. Okay? So in other words, very soon. Now the target. The target here is totally different from the one on XRP chart. Why, you may ask? Again, the numbers here are about coins that can be bought with 1 ounce of gold, not dollars or euros, okay? So the target we are going to find here equals the number of coins that 1 gold ounce can buy. And this is the very key aspect and point of this video, folks. Okay, so let's go. There are a few ways to try to figure out the target here, but none of them are 100% accurate. Okay, again, we can have a good idea, but not 100% accurate. So one of the ways to do this is by using Fibonacci. I already made a full video on this. I properly explained what to expect, how to properly use it, especially if you are using log scale, okay? So why do I use the log scale? Because without the log scale, it's not possible to properly chart like this, okay? The numbers are in a linear state, which there is a big gap between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and etc. And here they are based on percentage, okay? I'm going to show you guys more about this in a few minutes. So, one of the ranges to expect here, one of a minimum. So the minimum would be 127. The minimum, okay? 141, it's possible, but the question is, it is unlikely. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, so it's possible, maybe unlikely. 161%. So is it likely? Maybe not, but it is very possible. Okay. There is another question, which is, we are dealing probably with two targets. One now, and the other can be after 2-3 years. Okay. So what I'm saying that I am expecting personally that everything goes up by, let's say, March, February 2025, January, maybe December. Remember 2017, December. And then they start to go down for a while. So this going down is going to print another downside move. Okay, so I don't know if it is going to be into this range or above. I don't know. Okay, so it's questions that lead to questions and more questions. In technical analysis, there is always more questions, and questions are never enough. Okay, to properly understand, to study, to invest, whatever. So, just for the sake of this example, if XRP in this ratio hits 127, means that 1 gold ounce will only be able to buy 159 XRP coins. Okay, so let's say that the gold ounce will be at, just a second. So right now is at $1,950. So let's say, just for the sake of this example, right, we are working with X and Y. let's say it is around $2,300 divided by 159. That's it. That's the math. 1446. Just a second, folks. Let's use a 15. Just a second. 1,720. Okay. So the math here is the numbers in the right divided by XRP price, which leads to the total amount of coins that we can buy. So there is another thing to consider. Remember when I said that XRP is going to overperform gold? So gold is in a bullish state. So gold will be going up, but so will XRP. Since XRP is going to overperform gold, she will be way ahead. Okay, and so then that's the numbers we have to look at. So for example here, you guys can see that the numbers, the lines are the numbers here in black in the column. That's the total amount of coins per ounce. These numbers here, 34, 55, 89, 144, it's a price per XRP. So I just forgot I already made the math. So 2,500 or 2,300 divided by XRP price equals X coins. Okay, so that's the math. So in my humble opinion, I believe that 141%, the second square, is highly likely to happen. Using different methods, other ways, including the tool that I developed, the GFM, Growth Forecast Method, I end up with a number around $230. Okay, so the question is, we will see this number or something close to it in this run, 2 years run, or for example, we go up like to 34, 55, 89, then we go down a bit to then see 3 digits. I don't know, but this is a very important question. We will have a great idea very, very soon. Very, okay? So this is one thing for you guys to study and to observe. But now I'm going to show you something else, which is part of this analysis. This line is right here. Yes, new right here. Just a moment, folks. Yeah. Okay, so now I will bring something else. Just a second. No volume for you, sir. Okay, so what I'm going to show you now, it's something that I'm covering for a long time. Not from today. I already made a few videos based on XRP and gold, the correlation, fundamentals, a few years ago, if I'm not wrong. So you can go and check out this video. Yeah. What happens when we flip XRP chart? What could happen? Let's take a look. This is the weekly, and this is going to be the weekly as well. Okay, so here it is, folks. So these two charts, both fundamentals, they are not the same. One is above and the other is below, which means they can have the same nature. While one is bullish, the other is bearish. Gold ounce against XRP, a coin price, it's in a bearish trend, while XRP against gold and the dollar, fiat currencies, it's in a bullish trend. So this is very, very key to understand, folks. This is very, very important. And just a moment. This. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's draw the line again the way it has to be. I already showed you guys this before. There are multiple ways to do this. There are different ways to acknowledge a bullish pattern structure. Okay, so this is just for you guys to have an idea. Bullish, we talked about this before. Okay, so a different way to look at it. So this structure right here, today or a few weeks ago, we came to understand that it is bullish, not bearish. Also, if it was bearish, we were without proper room for a downside move before going up. One way or the other, we knew XRP would go up with a new low or without. And also, based on this time frame of events, we understand that all of them were so close that we wouldn't have proper time to go down and then go back again. So this structure right here, it's bullish, not bearish, just like Bitcoin was close to September 2020 before new highs. That's exactly the same structure right there. Okay, so as you guys can see here, if we flip, that's XRP. Not the proper way to do this. Of course, we will not vandalize the candles, but it is just a to follow up and to show to you. Okay, so now let me remove XRP from here. Okay, just a second. Okay, so XRP. Here is the thing. You guys probably saw many times some people doing this or something like this. So this is not a channel. There is no validation for this. That's not how it is going to work. And as things go up, they start to lose steam. So it's kind of a parabolic move, okay? I'm not saying XRP is never going to reach 3 digits or 4. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that start to lose steam, okay? So these lines can't be used, actually this line, the upper one, can't be used in log charts, okay? Can't, because it is going to lead to mistake, okay? Just for the sake of the example, I did one on Bitcoin, but just because we already have a channel confirmed, okay? And I understand the exponential of the numbers, uh, or let's say the ratio on the percentage scale. So if I'm not wrong, I showed in the last Bitcoin update. You guys can go and check it out, okay? Also another reason is because there is a big difference here. So this doesn't make a channel, okay? So let's go. Back in 2017, the frenzy lasted for around 365 days, close to. So a straight year going up. This is one thing to have in mind. 1 year. Now we have a 2 years time frame for such a move. Okay, so this time against price and price against time, it's something very, very important to consider. I was having a hard time trying to figure out how XRP could be so strong with only 1 year time frame. You know, if the debt ceiling wouldn't be approved next year. But now it's confirmed 2 years, so there's plenty of room for even a big move, and not only for XRP. So in 1 year, the magic happened here. Okay? So let's do this. One year. Now we understand that we have exactly from this candle. This is the monthly. Yes, yes, yes. So we have a deadline on June 2025. Debt ceiling over. So now let's draw exactly here. So this is a time frame. I'm not looking for targets right now, okay? So just acknowledging time. It's all the way up here. So this is a time frame that the magic can happen, okay? 2 years. Now the other thing is all this movementation here happen in 5 steps. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? That's sorry guys, the proper way to look into Elliott waves, okay? So we have only confirmation close to the end or after it already happened. It's like a lagging indicator, okay? So if the next move, it is going to happen in 5 steps or only 3, we don't know. What we do know is that we will have the ability to properly measure and have a great understanding about how this thing it is going to happen. Okay, so if I'm right about a top before the deadline on June, so let's say December 2024. Top, just for the sake of this example. Top right here. Okay, so we will have a much better idea when the time comes. Here, 2 years. Okay, so what next? What are the possible numbers that we can see for XRP? So we already saw on the other chart, ounce, gold ounce against XRP. Now we will take a straight look here into XRP chart, because here we are talking about ding, euros or dollars price, real value, right? So not a coins ratio. Okay, so like I said, there are maybe 3-4 ways to find possible targets that lead us to ranges. Okay, so not a single one leads to a straight target. And even if it did, we don't know if it is going to top there. Okay, there's no way to know. So anyone who say, I know where the top or the bottom will be, it's a liar. There's no way to know. The vast majority of times, we only know after it already happened. Okay, so I can say it, nobody can. But we can have a good idea where it is going to be. So what I want to show here is, here we had 110,000% in gains, 10,000 percentage in gains. So the next move, it is not going to be close to 100,000. It is going to be way below. And if my expectation is right, it's going to be below 50%. Okay, so for 100, it will be 50, 110, 55%. So let's use this number just for the sake of this example. Not making the call. 55. Let's go for 50. Even less, 50,000%. Yes. Now there is a very simplistic way to look into possible targets, but there is a few tricks, okay? And I'm going to show you right now. When we use this method to look at XRP back in the day, it gave us the number of $1.55. But XRP went up the double, more than the double, to $3.37. Okay? So what I'm going to do into the next one is not the same thing I will be doing here. Okay? So again, here, XRP, the 2 was only at 50%. Okay? So when we go into the current scenario, we face a number of $493. I'm going to do the opposite on what I did on the first. I will decrease 50%. Okay? So which is going to take us to 200. Let me use the calculator. My math skills are rusty. So let's use 495 divided by 2. That's 247. Equals less 50%. That's if this scenario plays out, it would be fantastic, right? Imagine 247 into this run, which I'm going to tell you that I believe it is possible. This is not the first time I found out this number. In many different ways, I found a number between 200, 300 in multiple different methods, and it's not the power of suggestion. I don't want to find this number. It's not what I want. I'm not biased here, okay? Yes, I am pro XRP. I support XRP. I'm invested into XRP, but I'm not biased, okay? So this is it's a work. So this is real world uh, investment, money, care, you know? So we can be biased. It's not how it works. So, and for the sake of this example, again, let's take another 50%. So let's use 248 less 48 divided by 2 again. Would be 124. Equals less x2 50%, which will take us to $93. So I'm doing the opposite of what we found out in the other scenario. Do you guys remember the example I shared about the log curve? That as things start to go up, they start to lose steam, like a ballistic projectile. So that's what I'm doing here. So instead of using that straight line, I'm using a kind of angle or arc line, okay? So if we draw the line, so this is what most people do. And now, this is what I do. Where are you, sir? Right here, the curve. So as you guys can see, there is a big difference between both, okay? You may say, well, they're close to each other, okay? But this one is 400 and this one is 3,000. So there's a big, big difference, big one. So I've been doing this and working with this in multiple ways. And yeah, there is another thing that I want to say, which is there is a guy who I do respect. It's a great person. I can't complain about anything. It's a really cool guy. It would be probably the only technical analysis that I would look at. Okay. So he shared a possible target at around $16 for XRP. In my humble opinion, I believe he's 100% wrong, okay, by a mile. If we use even more conservative numbers, even more, the key ones that I would look at are between $34 and $89. So it could be 55. That's the three major ones for a not big move. Okay. Again, 34, 55, and 89. I'm not saying I don't expect 300 range like 247. To be honest, I believe it's very possible. Now the question is, it's likely. I can't say. To be honest, I can't. Okay, but finding this number to the 200% range in multiple ways, it makes me excited. Okay, one way, okay. Two, that's something. Three, hold on, probably there is something there. Let me check it again. And I'm doing this over and over, thinking about it, checking again, looking at it, so on and on and on and on. There's another thing. I already discussed this, talked about this a long time ago. I teach you guys how to properly use it. Do you remember the example that I shared on the other chart, on the extension? It was close to 127, 141, or 161, right? Have this in mind. And remember the arc line or the ballistic line. So here, XRP stopped at 227, okay? Is it possible that XRP is going to make the same move? I don't know. It's impossible to tell, okay? I think it could be possible. But I will work with the losing steam theory. So 227 lead us to the 200 range, which would be something close to 229. There is a key level, major one at 2, 3, and 3. Yes, I can call all the resistances above even before it happens. Yes, I can. I did in the past and I will do it again in every price discovery in any chart. That's the tool that I developed. And okay, so and I do trust it, like with closed eyes, both. So let's if we use the numbers on the other chart, it would be into this range right here. That's the 3 squares that we talked about. But there is a problem. Okay, the first problem is $8 is too close, too little, too small. 13, it's absurd, not going to happen. And 25, in my humble opinion, it's nothing. It's still way too close, way too close. There are some buffoons, TA buffoons out there that you guys know, you guys are aware. They've been talking about all sorts of absurd targets for XRP, like day after day. Each different day they call a different number. So often they will end up right after being wrong 1,000 times. That's not what I'm trying to do here. Calling a straight number, it's impossible, right? We can't do this. So what we do understand in the other chart is that gold will be going up in XRP as well. So the question is there any chance, that gold goes down for a while XRP and stocks goes up? I don't know. I really don't know. But what I do know is that it is going to make a big impact on what we are going to see right here. Okay. Again, we can chart this same scenario in like 1,000 different assets. And in like 900, we are going to find the numbers above the 200% realm. That's how it works, folks. From Z, do you guys remember that video, Aldebaran and Orion? If you don't, if you haven't watched it, please go there and take a look. It's Aldebaran and Orion. I talked about this. Just a quick introduction. Back in the day, XRP was trading at 0. And 004. Okay, so that's the 1-digit realm. XRP went to $3. That's great, but it's still into the one digit realm. Very, very soon, XRP will be into the 2 digits realm. And just for the sake of this example, just for you guys to have one idea, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, whatever the coin or token you want to name, all of them, or let's say the vast majority, okay? Because some died or were microcents. Let's talk about the major ones. The vast majority of them went from the 1-digit realm straight to the 3-digit realm, okay? So from 1 to 2, brief pause, bullish state, bullish continuation, 3 digits realm. So just a second. Let me see if I can give you a better example. Okay, so you guys can see it. So I'm going to use Ethereum for example, and before someone asks, the number of coins in circulation doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Why? Ethereum went in the same process as Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a finite number of coins. Ethereum doesn't. Ethereum is open-ended. They can create any amount of Ethereum they want. And they've been creating millions and millions of coins, of Ethereum along all these years. Okay, so, can you see here? Total supply is the number of coins we have today. Oh, by the way, they also can burn coins, okay? The max supply, there is no number. I talked about this back in the day. And why doesn't have a number? Because it's not fixed. They can create, mint new Ethereum coins. So what is worse? XRP that have a decreasing, it's inflationary. XRP have a set number of coins that is decreasing in the burning process on the fees. Ethereum, it's increasing because they can create more when it's necessary. And Bitcoin, it's not deflationary because the coins are never burned, okay? So XRP, it's in a different league. It's different stuff. So what I want to show you guys here, it's right here. So Ethereum coming to the market at $2.79. Went down to 43 cents. That's the 1-digit realm. Went to the 2-digit realm after a few months. It stayed here for quite a while before going straight to the 3-digit realm and above 100, 150, $370. So then finally goes to the 4 digits. So from 1 to 4, from 4 to 2, as you guys remember, the bottom was savage, was $86. I don't know how wild it is going to be for XRP. I don't even know if XRP is going to have a dip based on utility, okay? So what I think is that XRP will go up big time, then following everything, XRP can go down as well. So then we will see real utility into the new monetary system, the new global economic standards worldwide, okay? So that's probably and most likely when we are going to see 4 digits. So my thoughts now are 3 digits are possible by June 2025. Yes, I see it's possible. 2, very, very likely, no doubt, no question. 4, probably by 2027, maybe 2028, maybe. But please pay attention. When I'm saying buy, we are talking about going up big time, way before this time frame that we are talking about. So if we are talking about 4 digits by 2028, maybe it is going to start late beginning of 2026, maybe half 2026. Okay, remember, it's a process. There's a time to develop tops, a time to develop bottoms, and a time for even big moves to take place. That's why the ratio between time and price are very important, okay? So, and if we take a look on Bitcoin, it was the same, exactly the same. I did this multiple times, multiple ways. I charted this many times. So it's not something that somebody told me. So again, Bitcoin from one digit realm is straight into 2 digits, went down back to 1, to then 3 digits, $190, to then 4 digits. Then we saw a correction, big one, from almost 4 digits back to 3, to then 5 digits. And with 5 digits, we came down to a 4 digits correction. Actually, 1 digit correction, right? So from 17 to 3,400, that's 1 digit correction. Sometimes you will notice that we go down from 4 digits to 2, from 3 to 1.5, or 2, maybe 1. Sometimes from 4 to 2, 4 to 3, 5 to 3, 5 to 4. There is a ratio in this correction, okay? And also we can measure this using Fibonacci as well. Not only, but also, okay? So, and then I ask you guys a question. Why XRP would be the only one that is not going to play just like all the others? And please remember, this is only one tip of this whole thing, just a little piece, okay? As you just saw, I try to show many different ways. There are multiple others that I will share probably in another video soon. Yeah, so guys, let me just go closer here. Oh, just one more thing, I swear, just one more. Back in the day, I made a call here. I made a video. It was in November, if I'm not wrong. That this was the bull break. I made the video right here when we were right here that we XRP were going up big time and did it. So let me show you that we had a bullish structure and now we have it again. Okay, ascending triangle, bullish structure. Now we have the same thing. It's not resistance. There is nothing about support here. It is just bullish development. Okay, so we are almost at the same spot. I do believe, okay, because I don't think there is room for a bit downside before a big move up. I think there is not enough time. But even if it happens, doesn't change the final product, which is big bull break coming very soon. Okay, so again, back in the day we were right here, and right now I do believe we are into the same spot. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you guys. So that there is a lot of information, a lot of things. It is indeed overwhelming. Okay, It's a long video, sorry. There is a lot of things to talk, no way to make this short video. But yeah, so folks, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope this analysis can somehow help you to make your decision. You guys know the drill. This is not financial advice. And I really hope you guys are having a good time, that you guys are enjoying life, having the best with your families, your loved ones, your friends. And again, thanks for your time, thanks for your support, thanks for your patience, thanks for all the kind messages. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate everything you guys been doing. And a special hug to John. Yes, John from Portugal. And also Gleice from Brazil. A big hug to you guys. And please leave your comments, all of you. Let's keep talking about these things. And as you guys know, I've been taking care of my mom, so I'm not having a lot of time. And yeah, so thanks for everything, and I will see you guys soon. See ya.